Let's see, we good? Yep, we're up and going. Cool. Let's see, where's my notification? There it is. There it is. It's there. It's there. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty, well, good evening, everybody. This is Gandalf the Grey. Ready to play some games tonight. I'm thinking I'm just going to play a few games of Earth tonight, and I'm just going to chat with the guys. And we're going to just do that for the evening. So, yeah, that'll be it. Cool. Alright. Let's hop on with the guys here. Good evening. Good evening. What? I can't hear you guys. I can hear music from your game, but that's all I got.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, Nate, for some reason, can't hear any of us. I don't know why, though.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I mean, I can hear the music and stuff from his game, but...
Yeah, I can hear that, too.
Time to rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Weird.
I'll type it in
No
chat.
control. Art and Gandalf hear each other.
Oh, hey, I heard him. I heard him.
Yeah, you can hear him, but he can't hear us.
There is a yes in there or a no?
Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Write it down.
Well, that's annoying. Of course.
Yeah,
I can't hear you. It's on my end.
that's on his end. Really stinks, but that's just the way it
This
is.
is an outrage. The council
Well, that's
would
right,
step
it is
in
an outrage. I can't hear him.
Turian colony.
Or he can't hear us.
Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when
You know what
went
would be the
into
funniest thing possible? Is that
Sir,
he goes to do all the recording,
I demand action.
and the recording gets our voices, and
Digital security
he can't hear us at all, and it's going to be this very awkward video.
Not
Yeah.
before.
Getting gilded.
Oh, dang it. That would be really
Anderson,
awkward.
I see you brought half your crew with you.
That's the ground team from Eden Prime,
Blah blah blah.
in case you had any questions.
I
so the
have
recording
the
is
mission
actually getting you guys.
I
I
assume
just
they're
can't hear you.
accurate.
Oh my gosh!
That's hilarious.
Ah, that's hilarious.
You called it.
That's great.
They were not
Going into
happy
the red.
about it. Terran's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm gonna have to edit all of that so people can hear the story possibly. I don't know. Step forward, 2 steps back.
That's fantastic.
Shish kebab, help me, shish kebab.
Yeah, I wish I could tell Nate if he was on right now, he may actually be able to
Send him some
figure
text.
something out.
I think
Yeah.
he's seeing
Oh, okay.
He might, but I don't know if he'll be able to tell him what it is unless he was like on a phone call or something.
Yeah, he'd have to be on the phone with them first.
Oh gosh. I sent Nate this video earlier today. Or
Do what?
no, I sent Next Gen a video earlier today. It was just mildly on the disturbing
In
side.
a way, it's going to be a really interesting recording because I'm going to be talking over you guys. Obviously, because I can't hear you. The recording, I'm actually going to figure out what you guys were talking about all this time. That might make for recording.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh.
He should be very thrilled that we're very nice people and we're not talking trash.
What is y'all talking about each other?
See, I can't remember which one of these it was.
Called what?
It was like a super disturbing thing. Because
Oh, no.
I mean, I already knew this was going on and stuff. It is that one. It is that one. Okay, I'm gonna just send it to you in text. It's a clip from the Joe Rogan Experience.
Okay.
Of course, if he does show up, you guys, I'm sure, will explain the situation to him.
Yes.
You know, these early episodes on the channel is going to be kind of like a bit of a small documentary of like all the different little hiccups we had to go through.
Yeah, I'm having actually a fair number of issues with tech on my side of things. Actually,
The problem is, it really does feel like we finally get something licked, and then another problem shows up.
What kind of problems with tech on your side?
I think it actually has to do with
Wait, Gandalf, what did you call?
So
I'll call it.
This is amazing.
Yeah. That's funny.
I've never had an experience like this, but this is amazing.
Is the greatest enemy.
Oh wait, so is he? Oh, okay, called it. Yeah, I didn't realize that you said that you called it in the chat. I was like, wait, how does he know? How does he know that you said that?
Art was telling me that I was cutting in and out a bunch. Is that the same for you?
Are you cutting in and out a whole bunch?
Yeah, like the video in the game, I'm not hearing a constant stream of it. It sounds like he's cutting in and out constantly.
I'm not really sure if he is.
Okay.
The game. Wait. No. Wrong one. Wait. Am I still on the call? Okay, I am. Like, something kind of got goofed. It's weird.
Anyway, I guess I'll proceed with the game. The world. Not alone, but alone.
All by himself. I wanna be.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
But yeah,
There is a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop
him,
I will.
Sent,
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the
What's his
Spectres.
name? It's
Mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove
Weinstein?
you could get the job
I
done.
forget what his first name
Instead,
is, but it's
Nihilus
something
ended up dead
Weinstein.
and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault,
and
not
he's a
We
college
better
professor.
hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our
and
accusations.
He's talking about, yeah, I've been a lifelong Democrat and all these different things. And he went and was
Want to go over a
like,
few things before the
not
hearing?
quite attacked, but was
Quick,
like
you and the
treated
others can
very
meet us at the
poorly
Citadel
by
South,
students
front
who
level. Show
weren't
your
his
clearance
students
to give him.
at the university that he taught at, and
That's why I hate
they
politicians.
were, yeah, politicians are awful. And he started looking into some things, and one of the things he looked into was the southern border, and figured out all these migrants, what's going on with all the migrants, and found that just last year alone, 30,000 military-age Chinese men came across the southern border. They're landing in South America and making the trip up through Central America to get to our southern border.
What?
Yeah. Military-age Chinese men. And they're not, like, they're coming with contempt for America. Not like one of those, oh, they're here to, you know, build a life and stuff. Like, no, these people are not bringing women and children with them. They're coming on their own.
Wow.
And the feds are talking about, what is it? They're talking about allowing illegal migrants to be able to be in the military, and they're going to grant them citizenship as a reward.
Wow.
Yeah, because they know for a fact that they can't get U.S. citizens to attack their own people, but they can get migrants who don't care to do it.
I'm looking into it for you.
Yep.
In the meantime,
Don't like that.
Yeah, that's just mildly disconcerting, you know.
Yeah. Wow, that's ridiculous.
It is. Apparently in 2021 there wasn't very many, but last year in 2023 it was like a lot. It was the 30,000.
Yeah.
And Brett Weinstein, he stated that he went and saw it, and he actually witnessed how they were and behaviors and everything that they had and they were doing, and he's like, yeah, these people aren't coming looking for a new life. These people are coming with sheer contempt for this country.
Holy man. Crazy.
Check something real quick. It's all working.
No, like, he talks also about, he's like, you know, he does not think Trump is the right guy for the job to fix the issue, but he's also like, there are no other options.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't my first choice or my second, but at this point, he's the only choice.
Yes, it's picking up. This is picking up y'all's conversation. Saying, cannot hear you.
What gets me is that the recording is picking it up, and yet he can't hear us.
We're having quite a conversation too.
Yes, we are having a conversation.
yes, we are.
I see it like going full out there.
I'm gonna type in bunch of laughter mostly.
It's not. My secondary computer, I have a mouse pad. It's a lot harder to control. Much of laughter, mostly. Yeah.
What in the world is that?
I think it was something that he's drinking.
It sounds like it.
He said he went to go get a beverage.
I'm missing
Yeah, it
out.
sounded like a jug or something that he was shaking.
Apparently.
Was it FOMO? You're missing out.
What'd he say?
I have no...
The FOMO thing going on right now.
FOMO, Elmo, something. Something.
I heard Elmo.
Again,
I wasn't sure.
from the standpoint of this is going to say the least. You say Elmo? Elmo.
It literally sounded like you said it again.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you can have Elmo? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
I might have said you know.
Oh.
So
that
we're-
makes sense.
So we're not talking about whatever, like Elmo. Good. Okay.
Like, I know I didn't say Elmo.
Okay, so he can hear back some of the audio.
Elmo,
Oh, I'm typing
Oh,
it.
you're typing it.
I'm typing it, yeah, in the chat. He can't hear anything we're saying.
One of the voices I like doing all the time. It's really fun to do.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Center things. Let's see. Elmo. There we go. Kind of hard to do Elmo with a headset on because I can't hear myself. But when I have my headset off, I can do Elmo pretty good.
He doesn't sound quite like Elmo. There's something else there. I can't put my finger
Sound
on it
like
though.
Elmo's headset is
It's
doing
not quite as high pitch as Elmo. I think it's a lower pitch Elmo. It's like Elmo's older brother.
Elmo's head.
Smellmo.
Where's Elmo's ears?
Instead of tickle me
Smellmo?
Elmo, it's scratch and sniff Smellmo. He's gonna love hearing that one back.
Oh
this
my
is not
gosh.
against him.
Watch for the conversation.
Gosh.
He's really not liking that he can't hear anything that we're saying. All he sees is those green circles around our names going off, and he knows that we're talking.
Oh yes, he's gonna come back. He's gonna go back through this on video editing and go. He said what?
Oh, jeez. That's too good.
We're going together.
Las precious thoughts for us.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think.
More precious, I'm exactly the
next
right
door
place.
is large.
Chastising remark.
Oh my.
Oh, that's
that
a
was,
deep
I
voice.
was gonna say, that was loud too.
Goodness.
I am Din Korlak, Olus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
Oh no.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din.
Oh gosh.
Your species has always been granted possessions. Bolus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details.
My goodness.
You still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
What is this place?
So funny
You are in
enough,
the
I
embassy
was
for the Volans and the Elcor.
I was on my way to band practice last night, and funny enough,
In this shared
I was
space, I aid my fellow Volus, and I'm not
I
being
ended up pulling up to a
interrupted.
stoplight, and the guy in the vehicle next to me, I'm like, wait, I recognize that car. And it was
What is it you
exactly
do
who I
here?
thought it was, and I couldn't roll my
Look out
window
for the
down,
best
and so I ended up
interests of the
talking to him
Volans.
on the phone all the way to where I was
No
going.
easy task, considering how often
Nice.
you look at the Council.
That's cool.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The
My
Earth
goodness,
will be
sounds
invited
like
to the Council long before our species.
Why aren't the Bolus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council.
sounds like a much older, very grumpy
Dismissive.
Eeyore.
You're the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really?
Okay.
How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait?
I
This
don't
wasted
know.
on humans.
Maybe forever.
More about the Bolus.
I'm sure our
Gotta
history
wait.
and culture will bore you, Earth Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status.
Uh-oh.
Larger
Oh, I hear
tribes
that.
often engulf smaller ones and eventually split.
Amber Alert.
Yeah, it was an
Our
Amber.
society is very malleable.
I guess a white GMC.
Always
I
shifting
think so.
and changing.
Yeah, that one's been going
Not
off for
physically
days.
again.
Actually, I think I saw
We
that same
trade
one
our
last week.
services for
I saw
protection.
one. Saw one last night. I forget exactly where it was, but
Bye,
I didn't
Ambassador.
read it all the way through.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
That voice, man.
How do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people
Middle-aged
communicate
Eeyore.
words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen?
Right, that sounds like a really deep
Clans
ear
don't really
voice.
care about our ways.
Something.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that. If you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
You want enthusiasm? Well, none of it's here.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a
Mass
regular
Effect,
route
right?
to the Citadel.
Yeah, he's playing Mass Effect.
One of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
We Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. We are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Well, it doesn't sound like if everybody sounds like you do, sir, I would imagine no one is real comfortable with change of any type.
The Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke.
Chastising rebuke.
That's what I was about to say.
Suspicions.
Bye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel. Hello there, human. Sincere apology. I am here on business and be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong. It is the Asari consort's fault. He's the one who started.
Is this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. Must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, he has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
He is across the bridge from here. Our offices
You're in front of sorry, so I keep hearing like, where can I find this sorry consort?
Why can't I get to... There it is.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Wish I could hear you.
I can't wait to hear him talk about like talk about the Elmo part.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence programmed to provide
Pretty fantastic.
I'm pretty certain we're going to get a mass text to be like, really?
If not, when he hears that part, he's probably gonna do it.
Oh yeah, he'll probably do it then. He'll be like, what? I mean, what do you want me to say?
Then it looks just like, or it sounded just like Elmo.
Yeah, this is someone like Elmo, just his older brother. It just so happens.
Smelmo.
Smelmo.
Oh,
me about the embassy.
jeez.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
How were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
As a
My
human,
code
I
is
think that it was a great decision.
simple interactions in your
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Not on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
Council races have
Isn't there like a
extensive
game called
responsibilities.
Citadels or
They
something like
must
that?
provide personnel and ships for the
There might
Citadel.
be. I know that the Citadel is something in Fallout. I don't think you've ever played Fallout, though.
I've never played Fallout. I haven't really.
It would be unfair
I'm
to
trying to think
demand
of the
such an
newest
enormous
game that
burden
I've
of a
played.
species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
I think the newest game that I've played, at least off the top of my head,
I apologize if my
was,
personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the
Star
Citadel
Wars
Tourist and Visitor Board.
Battlefront 2.
Oh, okay.
But I only played it like
Want to
one
know more
time.
about Citadel
I think
security.
the newest game prior to
Citadel
that I've
security
played was
serves as law
like
enforcement for all regions of the Citadel. The
either
majority of officers serve in the wards.
Skyrim
Executor
or
Aturian is the current head of CSEC.
was
The
the other one?
individuals from virtually every species
The
across
Hidden?
Citadel space serve as officers beneath him.
which was
If you wish to learn more,
a
Executor Palin's office is
The Hidden
located in the
was
CSEC
a
headquarters just across the lobby.
PC game. It was a fairly low budget game. At least that's how it appeared.
Do you know anything about specters?
The
The term
one
specter
person was
is
the
derived
hidden,
from the branch
and
of
they
special
were
tactics of
invisible, but
reconnaissance.
you could see where they
Each specter
were
agent is
because
handpicked
they
by
had
the
like
Council.
a
Their primary role is preserving galactic
like a heat
stability and
signature
resolving
that like
volatile situations that
made
cannot
their
be
entire
handled through
form
normal political
look
channels.
wavy.
In this role, they are
And
granted
they
extra
went
territorial
around.
rights
You
and
went around
jurisdictions.
carrying
Specters
exclusively a
answer
knife,
to no law or authority
and everybody
except
else
the Council
had
itself.
guns. But
I watched
your
the video
objective
where
was
brought up
to, as the hidden, is to kill off all the people with guns,
alien
and
race,
the objective of the people
alien
with guns is to find and kill the hidden.
their version of
I got you.
my agents or
So-
whatever. Calling it Spectre, which is a word in English. Humans are just now being brought in, which means they picked this word before humans were brought in. Doesn't make any sense. That on a storytelling basis, that it's like, oh yeah, no, it just so happened to be Spectre. Like, no, it's just a nonsensical word. And then humans showed up and like, oh no, that actually means like a ghost. That works.
I
It was
didn't
actually
realize
part
he
of a
was
list.
playing a 007 game.
Things like that in stories like this.
Right now?
When he's Spectre.
They're given
Oh,
based. It's like, this comes from an alien world. Why would they have an English word to represent the agency?
Because
Head up and
conveniences
usually
are
those
pretty
outside
cool.
Xbox extra.
Other than that, I have no clue.
can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Asarians were invited to join the council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy of each species.
Can't be as simple as that. Must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Bye, and thank you
Bye.
for using Vina.
Bye
Please enjoy
bye.
your visit to the Citadel.
It's weird. I'm playing League of Legends and I'm listening to Fallout, or not Fallout, Mass Effect in the background. And yeah, this has been very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and I need to figure out a way to where I can listen to Nate and talk to him, but at the same time, if I'm playing something else, I can block what is being said on his, which I may not be able to do that from my end, but you know, the one way that I've found that I can do that is if I get on this with if I get on Gilded with my phone, because then I can control the volume of Gilded via my phone, and then I can control the game via my headset. So
rearranged 5 times now.
that's
That
the
would be
only way that
good.
I figured out.
What?
Yeah.
What? Should I know?
Because if I turn the volume down on my phone, it turns down Gilded and everything related. Whereas if I turn down the volume on the game, it turns down everything related to the computer.
They just shut down and another one replaced
So
it.
I just don't get on Gilded. Well, actually, I had to get on Gilded because on my computer because I'm trying to get stuff to make a build on Remnant because I'm running with some guys and I feel super underpowered. So I'm trying to get something or some items and stuff to where I can build a specific build and not feel like I'm hindering them more than helping them. You know what I mean?
Right. Seems reasonable.
So, yeah, because of that, I decided to go ahead and get it on the computer because trying to do Gilded and stuff related to YouTube, watching videos and things, it just doesn't work very well.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
Well, at least they had enough sense not to remove statues.
Unlike today.
Why did the council fight so hard to keep the statue?
It doesn't matter how bad these
Krogan were
people are.
instrumental in
You
saving
need
the
to
galaxy from the
remember.
Rachni threat. Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, and you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. Who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Really? Sure.
We're the Rachni.
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. Highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to Rachni advance and drive them back. Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Is it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Isn't that convenient?
Rude. Yeah, rude.
It's like you're supposed to have an opinion about interstellar politics, computer.
A pleasant day.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased. Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder. Please take time to examine the fine, all of great worth. Why do you refer to yourself as this one, it? For the same reason that humans are. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves or intimates. And we rarely do so with others. It is just our way.
Okay.
Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder.
Okie dokie.
Please take time to examine the fine of great worth. Show me your items. Oh, this one is pleased to. You will not be disappointed.
Non-human armor? Basically, this is a place to go shopping that I'm. That makes sense. Okay.
Oh,
What's this? One of the Earth Clan.
Oh, for a
Very
second there, I
famous
thought that
one.
was...
You are the one called
Okay, never
Shepherd.
mind.
The tale of how you
I
survived the
did not
great
think that was the
tragedy of
game.
Tomb. Truly
Oh yeah.
each time I
Oh.
I was saying earlier in this video, I think the main character is typically named John Shepard. That in Stargate Atlantis, the name of the main character is John Shepard. Can't remember if the video game or the show came out first. I think there's something else that has some significance. Shepard, and it may even be John Shepard. And it's like, why does everyone pick this name?
I remember Shepard was the name of the priest-like character from Firefly.
Like Shepard.
That's right. I remember that too. Now that you said that.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the all the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority in interstellar matters. Only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, people like us.
What are the wards like?
Cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprise. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Neat and efficient. Motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do
don't
falls
say
completely
it sounds
within the bounds of
shady.
interstellar
It sounds
common law.
very shady.
And so, many of my clients would prefer their
It sounds like
transactions.
this. This sounds pretty Italian mafia-esque right here, man.
Suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods.
I'm not gonna say Al Capone because apparently he wasn't that good of a businessman, but gosh.
Even if his true motives were to help his, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. Personal fun.
Still sounds shady to me.
And we can only hope
Sounds
you will
like
never
a
be
bit too
cursed
much.
with a large enough fortune to require my services.
I should go.
Bye, Commander.
bug
These do not disturb the keeper.
Learned last week that apparently
Welcome to Presidium Tourism
casinos
Terminal 2.
actually are
You are
the
standing near the base of the
result
Citadel
of the
Tower,
end of
one of the
Prohibition.
Presidium's most recognizable and important
Really?
Yes,
Behind
because
me
what
is the
happened was
spectacular relay monument,
all of the
scale model
bootleggers
representation of a
and
trophy mass relay.
mafias that were,
To your left is one of the
funneling
keepers,
alcohol
the enigmatic caretakers of the
illegally
Citadel, working
into
on a
states
control
from out of country and
Amazing
stuff like
keepers
that.
involved in
What they
various
did
tasks
is they
throughout
took all
levels
of
the
their
Citadel.
money, because like some
We
of
ask
them were
that we do not
making
interfere with them in any
approximately
way. The keepers are essential
$500
to the
million
smooth
in today's
operation
money.
of the
They were
Citadel.
generating an income
Obstructing
of
their daily
$500
work
million
will result
a
in harsh
year.
penalties, including
Mercy.
incarceration
Yeah,
and
this was the birth of
rehabilitation.
organized crime. And what happened was, is as bootlegging was becoming no
I'd
longer
like to know more
a
about the
profitable
Little
business
is known
venture,
about these
they
peaceful
had to get
servants
into
of the
something
Citadel,
else to
and
stay
they are essential to
profitable.
the
And so
operation
they
and
started
maintenance
making
of the entire
casinos.
station.
Yeah.
And
Citadel
that's why we
regulations
have
protect
so
the
many
keepers against
casinos to this
interference during
day,
the
because it
performance
actually
of their
has to do
task.
with the
Failure to
mafia.
comply will result in harsh penalties.
Wow.
Keepers can be seen
I
in
had
all
no
sections
clue.
of
That's
the Citadel,
crazy.
but are typically
It
found
is.
in and around
It's
the
really,
tower.
really weird. It's like, oh.
Any
Yeah, it
particular
is.
reason there are so many keepers in this area?
Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, it is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
Business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold. A few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
If someone has business with the council,
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Huh?
She said she would be jealous because he's getting to have an audience with I can't remember who she said, but she said I would be jealous, but that's
It's all
outside
for
the
the-
scope of my programming.
Thank you for using Avima.
Sure, it's outside of the scope of your programming. When AI thinks it's smart, but it's not smart. I don't think my game's coming through. Well, no, because I'm not streaming it through Gilded.
Welcome, I am Nailina. Don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Now, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Well, that sounds interesting.
That's
Make her sound like some kind of
it's
oracle.
really odd.
No, not in the usual
Do you
sense.
know if this game's
She's
supposed to
merely
be
a
on the
woman, a
Edge
woman with
page
remarkable
or
compassion
Edge channel?
and a
I
spirit.
don't know,
suggest
because
you make
there
an
is a
appointment and
lot
see
of
for yourself.
stuff in
Yeah.
those games.
Well, not just that.
What do you do
I
here?
want to make some comments,
I'm
but I'm
the
afraid to because I don't want it to
Many
be
of the people
bleeped
here
out.
today
Right.
So I didn't like. I could have sworn
job
that
to
he
ensure
just said
that
that
they-
she was a woman of the night, to put it softly.
What exactly do you
I
attend?
could
That's
have
kind of
sworn
the
I
way
heard
I
that
took
word.
that.
Each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with
Roxanne.
song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your
Really
body.
now, is it?
I mean, I'm telling you. If it wasn't going on the Edge channel after this conversation, I think it will. Not the conversation between us two, but the conversation between
But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort.
the
Commander
NPCs.
Shepard, the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
I'm going to go ahead and ask him, be like, "You're putting this on the Edge channel, right?"
Right.
I knew that this game had things in it.
What did he say?
He said he knew that this kind of stuff was in there. I think he's played them before.
Okay. Ah, okay.
Nobody's worth that much of a weight.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. I always enjoy seeing new clients.
New clients.
Alina. Yes, Shaira?
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Commander
I'm
of
sure.
Okay.
Yes, of course, mistress. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. I'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Particular character. Say something.
This is my first time. I can't believe I came sooner.
Good heavens.
What are we listening to?
I'm not sure, but it... My goodness.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
I don't like people spying on me.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station. Many of them become clients. That is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I'll be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Wasn't awkward.
Wasn't gonna say anything.
Well, he just decided to say it for us, so, you know.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Or something?
What did he say?
I
About
didn't
getting
hear
hit by a
him.
cat?
I didn't hear.
Interesting.
I'm a little...
That's understandable.
Let's see. Who do I want to play as? Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know, that noise is very, like...
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
Almost sounds like it's in the beginning of an accordion or something. Oh, real cool, real interesting fact this week that I learned. There are 5 artists, singers that told Weird Al that he was not allowed to parody their songs. One of them...
Really?
Yeah, there were 5. One of them had already told him yes, but afterwards told him no, never again. He was very angry afterwards.
I'm sure.
which was really weird because years later he was like, no, we're good. No, never mind. I blew it out of proportion. I shouldn't have acted that way. The most infamous one to tell him no was Prince.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Prince never gave a reason and always told Weird Al no. That he was never allowed to parody any of his songs.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else was there? Michael Jackson had told him yes on a couple of songs, but there was one that he wanted to do, that it was Michael Jackson's song Black and White, and Weird Al wanted to do Snack All Night.
Nice.
So that was what he had.
Darren's hiding something. Give me more time.
Had figured for that, but what is his name? What's his name? Michael Jackson told him no because he's like, no, I don't really want that association with a song that meant a lot to me as a social commentary kind of song. So, which I'm like, it's a little dumb, but whatever.
Yeah.
Across anything I should know about?
Most of his
who else?
activities are classified.
Who else was there?
Couldn't find anything solid.
The Beatles,
I know he's up to something.
Paul McCartney.
You humans say. I
think the council's ready for us.
They all said no.
Maybe they'll listen to you.
Don't
want to keep the council
but the one that was the one that said yes and then told him no, never again, was Coolio. Because Coolio did the song Gangster's Paradise. And Weird Al came out with Amish Paradise.
Yes.
Absolute massive hit. And it's like, up in Ohio, everyone knows that song. Like, Ohio, Pennsylvania, in that area, literally everyone knows that song. Even the Amish love that song. Because they're like, it's the truth. Like, every last word of it.
Yeah.
And
That's
so...
awesome.
And so, that was...
I'm waiting to speak with
that one. And it became such a huge hit. Coolio got really mad because he's like, it tainted the view and perspective of my song, and so he got really mad. And
Death Attack is a matter
there was
of
a
some
music
concern.
awards
There's nothing
thing
to
that was
indicate
going
Sam was
on
involved in any way.
that
Investigation by Citadel
Weird
Security
Al
turned up
and Coolio both were going to be on stage together to announce an award.
You've read the Eden Prime
And
reports.
you know how like Coolio's
Testimony
funky
of one
hairdo
traumatized
was?
Hardly compelling proof.
There's that like
I resent these accusations.
like dreads that were sticking up in the air in funny directions.
Just let you get them off guard.
Well, that was like his like major hairdo thing. Well, Weird Al had got his hair done to match Coolio's.
Destroyed.
And Coolio didn't know until about 30 seconds before they went out on stage to go do out the award. So you see both of them with the exact same funky hairdo.
Passed on to me.
Oh my gosh.
And Coolio was like, that's funny. Okay, I'll give him that. But yeah, apparently years later, after all his silly issues with Amish Paradise, he said, you know, well, I shouldn't be so upset about it because Michael Jackson always told him yes and never was upset about it and never gave him a hard time about it, and I shouldn't either.
This meeting has no purpose. Humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Oh, Weezer was the other one.
Weezer. I don't think I've heard of that
Can't
one.
hide behind the council
Weezer,
forever.
the song was
Standing
called
issue.
Buddy Holly.
Commander Shepard's vision may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams?
Weezer's one of those weird bands that
My innocence against this kind of testimony.
you just have to know who they are.
Judgment must be based on evidence.
They had a fair amount of popularity, I guess, back in the 90s, but
Anything else
like,
to add?
I don't know. I've never particularly liked their music, personally.
You've made your decision.
Yeah.
Won't waste my breath.
Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
It's a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our
I know,
motives.
sir. He's working with the Geth for one reason. Exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Sarah.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. Shouldn't talk about this here. I know what he's like. He has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? So I'm arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Get. I suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with it.
Won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Sarah.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren. But his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target. A lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. The official records just covered it all up. I saw how he operates. Conscious. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world
You
works.
don't say.
Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. Only if there's no other way. Aaron doesn't even look for another option. Twisted, broken. Likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. For them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. When we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the council.
Gotta help a brother
The
out.
ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. It wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. We have to look out for our own interests, too.
Don't think much of Harkin.
Guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. Been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Puffing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got it.
Standard politician
I guess
stuff.
enough was enough.
Right.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. The Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. Simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. It's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barlabon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal. He knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Want to know more about the Spectres?
They're not your typical government. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. Sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
Can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made, they're born. Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. Him gone. Things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power.
Sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. You don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. The Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents. Last line of defense. The final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue? Saren.
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. When something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Gosh.
Tired.
Hmm?
I'm getting tired.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
At least tomorrow's Friday.
Do what?
At least tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, that's no joke. That's very nice.
Guy's up to something.
What guy?
That was that was so random.
Well, it's there.
Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? Got no interest in the keep.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
Not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. Guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. I've had mixed results. It's difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. Need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activated each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. See them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
You should get going, then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long. Good luck with the scanning.
Double kill. Maybe we should shoot faster. An ally has been slain.
Aaron's one of the operators.
An enemy has been slain.
So now we just chase weeds. This smug Tyrion runs around. True.
Politics, Chief.
Politics.
Do not dis-
Shut down. Shut down. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Do you desire to learn of the encounter? Or has the Honorable...
Ooh.
What's going on here? CSEC officer requests...
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off
Spread the
here.
truth
I'm
of
getting
the
really tired.
Alright, man.
So, alright, well, good night.
Alright, have a good evening.
You too.
Alright.
Well, that was a good evening. That was a lot of fun. Y'all have a good night. Hope we'll see about tomorrow. We'll see if I can play at all. I have a bit of a busy morning on Saturday, so I need to make sure I'm well rested. Got plenty of sleep, so we'll see. Maybe next week, maybe not. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe not. We'll see.